Welcome to the bold analysis. It is very difficult to be these two people. It is very difficult to be Raila Odinga, and it is very difficult to be Mama Ngina. Because these two people have been the center of focus. While Uhuru Kenyatta is seen as, a key player, but the deep state seems to have narrowed on those two individuals. And because these two individuals cannot be, they don't want direct to interfere with them, they've resorted to people around the two individuals. But let me leave Raila a bit in this podcast and let me look at Mama Ngina. There is a caucus of women and elderly persons from Samburu that has come out and are coming out in defense of Mama Ngina. I want you to listen to that.
Vita hii inaendelea katika Kenya. Imeenda na kuingia ndani ya familia. Ndani ya familia. Kwa sababu tukiona mama mzee kama Mama Ngina. Mama mzee ya miaka 90. Jameni. Watu wanaogopa Mungu kweli? Mama kama hiyo unaenda kufanyia nini? Ningesema kama mimi Maison. Kama mnataka uhuru, mwende mtafute uhuru, mwache family. Wacheni family. Kijana yake mnaenda kugongea usiku, mnaenda kutafuta mtoto mdogo kama hiyo, hata ajui kitu. Chocho yake ndio hiyo mnaenda kuangamisha. Jameni, si mchukue uhuru kama mnataka. Mchukue uhuru, mwache family. Akae chini, aite watu Azimio, wasikilizane nao. Wapate njia ya kufanya kazi yake kama ataweza. Hiyo ndio kitu ya maana. Kwa sababu hii mambo familia, sijui Kalonzo amefungiwa ndani, sijui Raila ameenda wapi. Hiyo haitasaidia. Afadhali wakae chini wajue bila wataongoza Kenya.
Kwa hivyo kama Council of Elders tunaomba amani Kenya, na tunatakia Kenya amani. Kila pahali, kila kona ya Kenya iwe na amani. Mambo ya siasa hatuwezi kupeleka mbele kuanzia tumalize siasa mpaka tupige kura tena 2027.
Tumeumia na sisi akina mama. Sisi ndio tumesaa, tunasikia uchungu, na nataka kusema Rais Ruto, tumesikia uchungu watoto wetu anakufa. Vile tumebeba na vile tumesikia uchungu, tunaona uchungu. Atawale Kenya na upendo na amani. Siasa usiongeze Kenya. Ushike wesi, kabila wesi, ashike Kenya. Kama ni mtu ya Kenya, kama baba ya Kenya, kama ni macho ya Kenya, ashike.
Now, things don't just happen. And what that clip shows you it didn't just come that there was a camera there and they were asked a question and then they just picked. Because there are many things happening in this country. A number of things. But they picked the issue of Mama Ngina and the Kenyans that are losing their lives. Coming out to defend Mama Ngina. You know what happened is after the Moses Kuria team hatched a plan probably to protest around her place. That was, I think, on Tuesday. That letter was circulated on Wednesday. That letter was circulated by Tuesday night, and he received the backing of CS Moses Kuria and a host of other leaders in the region. Then the Tuesday night, her security details were withdrawn. She was a bit vulnerable, and we understand that the 90-year-old very first lady of the Republic of Kenya had to fly out of the country, allegedly to some other foreign nation that has not been yet to be revealed. So the profiling has been going on Until, even because she's the backbone of family business, there was even another memo that was circulated to the military corridors that they were not allowed to stock Brookside products. But what exactly is being played with the whole Mama Ngina thing? What is her making? Because, truth be told, even if there is something that Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are doing as far as this protest is concerned, but Mama Ngina is a bit inconsequential in terms of execution. She's being, Uhuru Kenyatta was a president for 10 years. But we are yet to be convinced, or we are being convinced, that it is Mama Ngina that okays everything that Uhuru Kenyatta does. And so she's part of being the problem. I just want to explain here, do a very critical observation. Why? The Mama Ngina move is a big blunder. But this is the devil in the details. It is purely Mount Kenya politics being played, and it has nothing to do with the protest. It's purely Mount Kenya politics being played. Why? Those who are backing attacks on Mama Ngina and the first family, Uhuru Kenyatta, I tend to believe are the same people that organized the Northland City attacks. And bit of that profiling, that they are doing things that are affecting family members of or other communities, or other people living in the country, is simply a strategy being hatched, because as we speak, there is no tangible effect in Mount Kenya that can be felt by those leaders who were elected. There is nothing tangible. And I've always said that Mount Kenya is a region where all along they have always been voting on antagonism, on based of I hate so and I love so. It has always been simplified like that. And those who will be seeking political office in future know very well that you want to make Mama Ngina and Kenyatta family be an enemy. And that person, he or she who is seen as fighting Mama Ngina, is someone who, someone should be respected. I have a soundbite of Kagombe, I think Gatundu North MP, defending withdrawal of security, saying that there was a problem and so Mama Ngina is overprotected. You'll even realize that even people from the same region, and other areas have been asking what exactly it is. It is creating that perception that if I fight Uhuru Kenyatta, mimi ndio njamba. I should be respected. I'm like I fought the giant. That is what has always been brought up. The second aspect here is the gender card. Ruto did not see this coming because the gender card is very emotive. Uhuru asked, "What's your problem with the 90-year-old woman?" And that woman is also asking, "What's the problem with the 90-year-old?" There are also diseases that are associated with old age. At 90, someone could even be having underlying. People at 90s, they always have, you always hardly find them being comfortable. Some pressure here, some sugar, they've always been something. And so, the gender card will become very emotive as if you're fighting women. Number two, you never know. If you think that led to depression, how will you come out to explain to the country? when something happens. So this was not seen coming, but the gender card is huge because the population, you know, there is that which can be explained in a rally. But to citizens, it's not very easy to explain what Mama Ngina has done. You know, it's not very easy. It cannot be seen. She's not in public. She's not in any rally. She doesn't do any interview anywhere. She rarely talks. So when that comes out, it is a very lethal card they have to look at. The other problem here is thrashing of dynasty. Someone is still interested of, I have fought the dynasty. You see, we introduced the politics of issues. And so dynasty hustler is not is a non-issue. When you will come to Kenyans, you will have to present what you have done. And a scorecard will not include fighting dynasty. Because Kenyans are faced with real problems, daily problems. And fighting dynasty, or rather dynasty, could not be one of them. Even if it has to be a problem, but dynasty, the fact that I fought dynasty, that will not be a big problem. That is not something that you can say, I've achieved it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my take. And that is why, those are 3 reasons why I believe the gender card Ruto did not see. Thrashing dynasty is inconsequential as of the next election, and the issues of Mount Kenya politics being played, and blindly, it's working against President Ruto.